It's Thursday, December 11th. The city's 2026 budget has passed, including a controversial increase to police funding to support an alternative crisis response program.
Ottawa Police are offering a $75,000 reward to anyone who may have information that leads to an arrest in a homicide in 2019.
We represent underrepresented voice. We represent the community that haven't been heard anywhere else.
And the University of Ottawa's independent radio station will go silent next week after 50 years on the air. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Thursday morning, come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today.
He is away today, but the snow is here with us.
Oh, my goodness.
No doubt about it.
Yes, and we're just waiting for our brand new total from Environment Canada from the overnight snow totals.
Okay.
We know yesterday it was around 11.6. So tons of snow on the way, and we could see more of it on the way into your afternoon.
Oh, we could.
Today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute, but first, your top stories. After a long day of debate, Ottawa City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. That police budget was one of the contentious issues of the day. Ottawa Police Chief Eric Stubbs was grilled for more than 3 hours to justify the largest boost to police funding in years. Much of the debate centered on the pilot anchor program, an alternative crisis response, and who is best to answer mental health calls. Stubbs says it doesn't have to be one or the other.
But we do have a large piece of that pie based on, the small size of Anchor right now. But we're working with them. It's not us versus them. So don't put a wedge between us, because it doesn't exist in reality.
Under the 2026 budget, the average homeowner will pay an extra $36 for police service next year.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in Eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, and schools are open as well. Also, a reminder that an overnight parking ban is still in place this morning.
We do encourage you to make alternate parking arrangements for your vehicles. If they are still on the road during the ban, you do risk getting ticketed by our bylaw services, and it will impact how fast we can get through our maintenance beats on our residential streets.
That ban is in place until about 7 a.m., although you can park if you have an on-street parking permit. The Bank of Canada is keeping its key policy rate at 2.5%. The central bank noting that the Canadian economy grew at a surprisingly strong 2.6% in the third quarter, even in the face of flat domestic demand. The bank expects final domestic demand to grow in the fourth quarter, but is expecting a decline in net exports. It's also forecasting ongoing economic slack to roughly offset cost pressures associated with the reconfiguration of trade, adding that should keep inflation close to the bank's 2% target.
Ottawa Police are now offering a $75,000 reward to anyone who has information that may help solve a murder case. Corey Baldwin was reported missing in December 2019, with investigators now believing the father of two was murdered. Baldwin, who would be 48 years old today, resided in Ottawa's southeast end. He disappeared in April 2019, and his last known whereabouts were in Montreal. It is believed he was also in British Columbia, but at this time, police say they have no suspects in the case.
Part of the reason we're offering the $75,000 is we know there's people out there. We know there's people in the Montreal area. We know there's people possibly in British Columbia, in the Ottawa area, that have information on Corey's last moments prior to being murdered.
It has been 1 year since the homicide unit took over the case and several months since it has been deemed a murder. Investigators say they have noticed a decrease in people coming forward with information and believe cash rewards can be a motivating factor. But despite this, Ottawa police say it has never paid out a cash reward.
According to a new survey, many are feeling squeezed as they head into the new year, with grocery prices being the #1 worry.
I used to be able to get 6 bags of groceries for $200, you know?
I'm here every day, and I'm going for the low items, low cost, because it's crazy,
A new Nanos research survey shows the cost of groceries remains the top concern for families. Personal debt, housing costs, and job security also rank high. Food inflation was at 3.5% in October. The latest food price report released by Dalhousie University projects a family of 4 will spend an additional $994 on groceries in 2026. A man from Deseronto, east of Napanee, is facing charges after an investigation in alleged sex crimes dating back more than a decade. Police say the offenses occurred between 2012 and 2025. The man in his 30s was arrested earlier this month. Police are not naming him to protect the victim's identity. He's charged with corrupting children and inviting to sexual touching of a person under 16. Some residents living in Eastern Ontario will soon have more access to provincial services in French. The Ontario government is expanding French services in 6 areas across the province, including Renfrew County and Stormont, Dundas, Glengarry. This means provincial agencies like Service Ontario will have offers to services in French. There will be a transition period over the next few years, within the new rules set to officially take effect in January 2029.
After 5 decades on the air, the University of Ottawa's campus radio station is preparing to shut down.
We represent underrepresented voice. We represent the community that haven't been heard anywhere else. Guys, okay.
The station manager at CHUO 89.1 FM says next Monday will be the station's final day of live radio. The station was trying to raise $150,000 to stay open, but its board of directors decided to put an end to that campaign. The station has been operating since 1975.
A major historic discovery in England.
Archaeologists say they have proof that humans built and controlled fires 350,000 years earlier than previously thought.
Wild, shattered flint axes and 2 pieces of stone were found at a site and most likely used by Neanderthals. Interesting discovery.
I want more proof.
Right? It's fascinating what they continue to discover and find, and how tiny little artifacts like that can lead to such a discovery.
Right. I would look at it and go, oh, that's a rock.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, wait, that was a tool?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to get close. You got to really analyze every morsel. Really fascinating stuff. Something else that's quite fascinating, the weather and all that gorgeous snow. I hope your drive was okay.
Yes, the drive was a little slippery, a little dicey, but you know what? I made it.
Good.
It took me an extra probably 25 minutes to get here, but I got here safe and sound. And we are expecting more snow on the way into the day ahead as well. So yesterday we received 11.6 centimeters. We are waiting for a brand new total from Environment Canada because, of course, we just continue to see snow into the overnight. That's what we will still see this morning. So still some snow out there to start off your day. Periods of light snow this morning right through until about 4 p.m. That's when it will kind of taper off into some light flurries into your evening hours. So still more snow on the way. We could add another 2 centimeters in total this morning right through into your early afternoon. Now, everything will clear up in our overnight tonight. Around 10 p.m. is when the system will completely move out, meaning clear skies for tomorrow and finally some sunshine as on the way as well. We haven't seen a lot of sunshine over the last few days. We will see it as we head into Friday, and then as we head into Saturday, yes, more snow possible as we head into the weekend forecast. Now, another major factor this morning is blowing snow, and that's because we're seeing these very intense winds. We're seeing strong winds gusting out of the west, 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. So blowing snow will remain a factor this morning right through into your early afternoon. Temps right now a little chilly, sitting at -11. It does feel closer to -18 this morning with that wind chill. So we are off to a cold start. And again, we will see that light snow this morning right through until about 4 p.m. this evening, but very, very light snow snow, so we're only about expected to add about another 2 centimeters on the way. Temps this afternoon will hover a -9, so a bit of a cold day on the way for us. We'll still feel closer to -15 into the afternoon. -11 in Bancroft, Pembroke, -9 in Kemptville, Kingston, Trenton, getting to see some sunshine today. Temperatures sitting at -8 and -7. -9 is the daytime high along the Seaway, -10 in Gatineau, -11 over in Mont-Tremblant. So over the next couple of days, again, a mixture. It definitely feels like winter, even though winter hasn't officially arrived just yet. Today's high -9, overnight -14, and again, 2 centimeters of snow is what we're expecting today. Blowing snow this morning. Into your day tomorrow, some sunshine, -5 for Friday. Of course, it is our food drive, so we really want you to come down here to visit us tomorrow morning at 87 George Street and bring your non-perishable food items for the food bank. As we head into the weekend, light flurries for Saturday and Sunday. Not as cold Saturday, but chilly as we head into Sunday. And those cold temperatures will stick around as we head into next week. On your roads this morning, one collision to report already this morning. This is Riverside southbound near Hunt Club Road, so expect delays in that area. The roads are very slippery this morning, so take your extra time heading out. No significant delays to report so far at this time on the highways. Now, let's check out your TSN must-see moment.
Hey there, Lindsay Hamilton inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Wednesday. We are taking a trip to Utah for this one. It is the Panthers and Mammoth. Nick Schmaltz leads the 2-on-1, finds Clayton Keller, robbed by the glove of Sergei Bobrovsky. Keller eyeing the open net, but Bobrovsky finds a way to get in front of the shot and makes an incredible save. That right there, definitely worthy of your must-see moment. Meanwhile, tonight on TSN, we're kicking off Week 15 in the NFL. You got an NFC South battle between the Falcons and Bucks. Coverage beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a tremendous Thursday.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa.
Can we sell that American liquor, use the profit, and give it to Ontario's food banks? Have it do some good?
A debate about what to do with all the U.S. liquor pulled off LCBO shelves. Should the province sell it and give the proceeds to charity? That story coming up next. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. Isn't it just gorgeous? Just be safe out there. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. 'Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
The magic of the holidays is here, and this year the need is greater than ever.
Let's ensure every child in our community feels the joy with CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain.
Together with the Salvation Army, we can help spread cheer and make a child's wish come true.
Drop off any new unwrapped toy to the designated drop-off locations or make a monetary donation online.
For all the details, visit toymountain.ca, presented by Donnelly Automotive Group.
Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. As the snow makes its way through the capital, a reminder that an overnight parking ban is still in place this morning. And Ottawa police are now offering a $75,000 reward to anyone that has information that may help solve a murder case. Now, why don't we take a look at the forecast? And it looks like it's going to be a pretty cool one today. Midday, we're going to be at just -9. Now, we got about just over 10 centimeters of snow over last night. This morning into the afternoon, we can expect periods of light snow. So we're talking about another maybe 2 centimeters. Just keep in mind, roads are pretty slick out there. And it looks like into the evening, we'll have a chance of flurries. And it should be about -11. So cooler temperatures in the forecast for today. Why don't we take a look at your traffic? And right now, just your usual traffic for this time of day. Here we are at 6:16 on your Thursday morning. You can see the highways, well, they have been cleared. There's snow to the side, but still, we're looking at some slick roadways. So take it easy out there. As the trade war between Canada and the U.S. continues, millions of dollars worth of American liquor remains off Ontario store shelves. Now, the Ontario Liberals are proposing the province restock U.S. booze and donate the proceeds of American liquor to local food banks. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief, Siobhan Morris, has more on the plan and the Premier's reaction.
It was packed away in March. Loads of California wines and Kentucky bourbon. Ontario's salvo in the U.S. trade war.
Can we sell that American liquor, use the profit, and give it to Ontario's food banks? Have it do some good?
Ontario's sitting on $80 million of unsold American booze. About $2 million of that is about to expire.
Will he pour all that U.S. booze down the drain or let the LCBO sell it to help food banks feed families?
The Ford government says Ontario vintners, brewers and distillers have seen their sales soar since the U.S. competition has been in storage.
To put American alcohol back on the shelves would mean we're saying to all of those Ontario employees, you're not valued.
Manitoba put some of its American booze back on the market for charity just today. People even lined up to snag a bottle of previously forbidden brew. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, and PEI have similar plans for their U.S. stock.
Well, I'd have to talk with the LCBO and see what they have to think.
The Premier stressing taking American alcohol out of circulation was meant to send a message.
Until Donald Trump gets back and starts signing a deal, stops going after our manufacturing, going after our companies, going after our communities and families, we need to hit back.
Shoppers are raising a glass to selling U.S. booze again.
That's a good idea.
I'm all right with that. As long as we're helping people here in Canada.
That's good. Why not? It'll help anyone in need.
The CEO of Toronto's Daily Bread Food Bank says revenue from these sales would go far, but the fix would be temporary.
I would love to see that $80 million develop $80 million worth of affordable housing or $80 million worth of supports to those on OW or ODSP.
Structural changes to keep people from needing to turn to food banks in the first place.
Siobhan Morris, CTV News.
The Canada Revenue Agency says it is proud of its progress on relieving service delays at CRA call centers. This comes as the government passes its 100-day deadline to clear up wait times for help from the Canada Revenue Agency. Why don't we bring in Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to hear what he has to say about this. So, do they get a passing grade, Bill?
Sorry, I'm still shaking my head at the logic that if you sold the $80 million worth of U.S. booze that's in storage, you'd have $80 million extra dollars. No, you'd sell $80 million less of somebody else's booze. It's not, people are not suddenly going to drink an extra $80 million. Okay, let's talk about the CRA because that's even more ridiculous. What government official actually said out loud, when it comes to the call center, you're never going to answer 100% of the calls? Can't even try. They seem happy if they can be around 70%. Sometimes they even get to 91%, Rosie. You're a call center. You need to answer 100% of the calls. That's your only job. You're a call center. So, and then when it comes to giving accurate information, their own tests showed about 5% of the time we gave accurate information. Maybe it's actually better. You don't answer the calls. Please don't answer my call. You're not helping me. I mean, this is absolutely mind-blowing. I guess if I'm being generous, maybe they mean if I call today, they didn't answer my call, but if I try all week, I'll eventually get through and then get bad information.
That's a crazy average.
Right? Maybe that's the generous way to look at it. But unbelievably frustrating to hear someone satisfied with that. We won't answer 100% of the calls ever. Don't even expect it.
When people are calling for help, they need the calls answered.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Your sigh summed it up perfectly. That was better than all my words. Just one big sigh.
Oh, Bill. Bill, you have a great show. Thanks so much for coming on. We'll see you again tomorrow.
I think they've been drinking some of that $80 million worth of booze at the CRA.
Oh,
have a good one.
There you go. All right. Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we will hear more on this story with CTV's Scott Hurst, talking about the CRA call center wait times. We'll continue this conversation after the break. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa on your Thursday at 6:22.
Ottawa, we will meet two Canadian comedians who are competing on America's Got Talent. So today in Your Morning Ottawa, we are asking you, what would you be your talent if you had to compete in a show like this? Let us know your thoughts. You can send us an email, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. I have to go to you because you're our Olympian. So would you hurdle on the stage?
Come on. What would I do?
I feel like
There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, hurling on stage probably wouldn't do it, but wow. Melissa, you got me there.
Yeah, I'm stumped too.
Yeah, I would maybe write a haiku and recite a haiku that I've written. I don't know, because I'm kind of into that right now.
I like that.
And I am drawing. Well, yeah, that's what I would do. What else? Maybe show my skills. Yes, maybe, I don't know, write. Show my writing skills. What about you?
It's hard because, I mean, the skills that I'd be good at are hard in this kind of environment. And, like, the only thing I got would be baking. Like, maybe I'd bake a cool cake or something.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'm not good at singing. My dancing is subpar.
Me too.
What other talents do I have? And nothing that I could do on a stage.
Right.
I'm not funny. Like, I wouldn't be able to do a stand-up comedian.
Right.
That's for sure.
I think I'm funny.
Yeah,
I think I'm funny.
You could do a little stand-up?
No, I don't think anyone else would think I'm funny. But I think when I tell a joke, I laugh because I think I'm really funny. But usually no one else laughs, so I don't know if that'll work.
Maybe we have some talented viewers, more talented than us. Anyways.
There you go. All right, we're going to be hearing from you later in the show. We're asking, if you went on Canada's Got Talent, what would be your talent? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. We want to hear from you. We'll be right back. Good morning, 6:30 on the nose. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
Willow's away today. I am Melissa Lamb.
We're so glad that you can join us. We know we got all that snow.
Yes.
Hopefully you're getting ready to head outside. You got the winter tires on and you're prepared to drive or even walk through all this snow. But it is beautiful, Melissa.
It is a gorgeous start to your morning. And I know the snow plows went by last night. So I had that big chunk at the end of my driveway.
Gosh,
I didn't have time to go and shovel it. So I had to just hopefully that my car would plow through it. And it did.
Okay.
And then a little fishtail after. But, we made it out. There was nobody else on the road, so I was fine.
Oh, good. Okay, we're going to hear more about the forecast and if we're going to get some more snow. But first, to your top stories. After a long day of debate, Ottawa City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. For homeowners, water rates and waste services will also be going up. Not much has changed since the draft budget. The major change comes from the transit file. Starting in April, the trains will come more often on weekdays to every 6 minutes between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and every 7.5 minutes between 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Currently, trains come every 5 minutes during peak hours and every 10 minutes on off-peak hours. Those under 18 will be getting a big break. They will be able to ride for free on weekends, holidays, and during the summer months. Many councillors raising the issues of reliability, calling buses the Achilles heel of the system, questioning if improvements being made are enough.
I think one of the key things right now is patience, which is a really frustrating thing to ask of councillors and to ask of riders. But it is going to take some time to get through, work out the issues here.
Patience. Yeah, it's been 10 years. 3 distinct periods where we've put passengers through hell.
The money for the improvements to LRT frequency and free transit are expected to come from projected fuel savings.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, and schools are also open. Also, a reminder that an overnight parking ban is still in place this morning.
We do encourage you to make alternate parking arrangements for your vehicles. If they are still on the road during the ban, you do risk getting ticketed by our bylaw services, and it will impact how fast we can get through our maintenance beats on our residential streets.
That ban is in place until 7 a.m., although you can park on the street if you have an on-street parking permit. Some travelers may soon be required to provide their social media handles when trying to get into the U.S. The Trump administration has been increasing its monitoring of international travelers, and now Customs and Border Protection is considering collecting 5 years of social media data from certain people. It would apply to people from 40 countries, mostly European and Asian countries, who are currently able to travel to the U.S. for tourism or business without visas for 3 months. The public now has 60 days to comment on the proposed changes before going into effect.
A man is facing impaired driving charges after a head-on collision with a snowplow in the city's south end. Police say the driver was going the wrong way down Limebank Road Tuesday night and hit a snowplow near Earl Armstrong. The man was brought to hospital in serious condition. Police say he had a blood alcohol concentration more than twice the legal limit. The driver of the snowplow was not injured.
A business owner in Chinatown says he no longer feels safe in the store his family has been running for decades, ever since a Safer Supply clinic opened in the area.
Sometimes they just come in and they grab stuff and they go out, and we cannot do anything. They're quite quick.
Local officials say theft, homelessness, and open drug use has become part of daily life. In a formal complaint sent Monday to the Ontario regulator, the area councillor and MPP Catherine McKinney are calling on the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario to investigate the clinics, prescribing volume and broader oversight issues.
There are other clinics that are doing this better, that are doing it more responsibly, that are removing people from the program if they're caught diverting drugs. But this clinic doesn't seem to be responsible or accountable to the community, and enough is enough.
In a statement, New Dawn says its goal is to help patients get off street drugs, reduce overdoses, and save lives. Adding safety is a priority.
A new medication to treat postpartum depression has been approved by Health Canada. Zuranolone, a pill sold under the brand name Zurzuvae, is now authorized in Canada to relieve symptoms or moderate or severe depression after childbirth. The drug's developer says Zuranolone should be taken once a day for 2 weeks. It will be available in Canada early next year, but governments and insurers still need to determine coverage. The drug has also been authorized in the U.S. and Europe.
Lionel Messi has become the first back-to-back MVP in a Major League Soccer history.
The 38-year-old scored 29 goals and had 19 assists during the regular season, leading Inter Miami to its first MLS Cup title.
That's so cool.
He's a
No doubt about
superstar,
it, right?
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
That's great to see that. And it's nice to know that, even though there's snow, and we just talked about soccer, When I think about what Atletico Ottawa did in the middle of a snowstorm, that icicle kick. So it's still possible to play soccer outside in all this snow.
Absolutely. And it's funny because yesterday at the park, I saw some kids
Did you
playing
really?
soccer. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if they're trying to recreate that Atletico moment of doing the bicycle kick. Maybe it's become a thing with kids.
Right, it could. You just have to change the color of the ball because it might get lost in all that snow we have out there right now.
Absolutely, definitely. Well, we are expecting more snow on the way. Blowing snow a factor this morning, but we are expecting periods of light snow into your afternoon today. Then into the weekend, more snow on the way, but just some light flurries, so not a lot of accumulation. Right now, this is what we're still seeing. So light periods of snow, we will see that over the next few hours, right through until about 4 p.m. That's when it will kind of taper off and we'll see some light flurries into the evening hours. And then this system will completely clear up into our overnight tonight. So around 10 p.m. is when this system will start to clear out, making way for some sunshine in through your day tomorrow. So we will get to see some sunshine. However, we could see about 2 more centimeters of snow in the forecast this morning, right through into your evening hours. So we could still see more accumulation on the way, adding to the 12 centimeters that we did see yesterday. So we have so far seen 12 centimeters of snow. We got 11.6 yesterday, and then just about 0.6 into the 0.4 into the overnight. So not a lot of accumulation into the overnight, but it seems like there's more, and that's because of the blowing snow. We're dealing with these very intense winds this morning, gusting out of the west. We will see them gust 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. So blowing snow a factor this morning, which will continue on your drive in, making it seem like it's snowing harder than it actually is. Temps today reaching a date right now sitting at -11, but it does feel closer to -22. So a very cold start to your Thursday morning. -5 in Montreal, -9 in Cornwall, -13 out in the valley this hour. Daytime high today of -9, so we're really not going to warm up too much from where we're already sitting this morning. With that wind chill, we'll still feel closer to -20 into your afternoon. So we do have a cold day on the way for your Thursday. Chilly across the region as well. Trenton, Kingston getting to see some sunshine today. Temps sitting at -7, -8. -11 is your daytime high over in Kittaginzippy. So over the next 7 days, really a mixture of everything, but it definitely feels like winter has arrived and we're not going to see any more really warm, sunnier days. Today's high -9, cloudy skies again, snow till about 4 p.m., 2 centimeters of accumulation. -14 is the low tonight. Sunshine tomorrow, but temps will stay cold and below seasonal. -5 is the high for Friday, but of course it is our food drive, so we would love if you would come down and visit us here at 87 George Street from 6 until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then as we head into the weekend, temps still below seasonal, not as cold Saturday, but definitely colder on Sunday. A few flurries in the forecast as we head into the weekend. Then next week, temperatures still below seasonal, a mixture of cloudy skies and a little bit of sun.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
So we're definitely seeing slippery road conditions right now across the city. No significant delays to report, mostly slow on the snow-covered roads, especially past Kemptville and Castleman. All school buses and van transportation buses will be running for today for the English and French school boards operating within the city.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa. Has the federal government made good on its plan to fix Canada Revenue Agency call center delays? We're going to check on this with CTV's Scott Hurst just ahead. Here's a live look through our Skycam. It is 6:40 on your Thursday. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. As the snow makes its way through the capital, a reminder that an overnight parking ban is still in place this morning. And Ottawa police are now offering a $75,000 reward to anyone who has information that may help solve a murder case. Now let's check out the forecast.
Still more snow on the way, so we've so far received 12 centimeters and we could see another 2 in the forecast into your afternoon. -9 is your daytime high for today, so colder conditions will feel closer to -20 late this afternoon. As we head into tomorrow, sunshine on the way, mix of sun and cloud and a high of -5 as we head into Saturday. Same temperatures, cloudy with a few chance of scattered flurries. On your roads this morning, still slippery driving conditions on your drive in. We are seeing definitely volume starting to pick up a little bit this morning. We are collision free, which is great news, but snow covered conditions as you head off to work this hour.
Back in September, Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne set a 100-day timeline for the CRA to fix call center delays. We check in with CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst this morning to see what progress has been made, if any. Scott, we've reached the final day in Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne's 100-day timeline to fix CRA call centers. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Rosie. The CRA claims it is making meaningful progress. Of course, the government doesn't launch a 100-day review unless it is trying to fix something. And Canadians were fed up with the service being provided by the federal agency, notably concerns about significant delays. And in October, the Auditor General released a report showing in part call centers were sorely lacking in providing accurate information. So the government was in need of rebuilding trust in the agency and strengthening its services, launching this 100-day plan, which, as you mentioned, takes us to today. It focused on 4 priorities: improving call response, expanding digital self-serve tools, fixing some of the root problems, and modernizing services. And here are some of the results that they are reporting. The number of unique calls answered more than doubled, from 35% to 70%. This came through in part the extension of contracts and rehiring of approximately 1,250 employees to help reduce wait times, and close to 60,000 Canadians, it claims, used the new scheduled callback program for issues related to account access and online business registration, meaning fewer people had to actually sit on the phone and wait, helping with the call response. Rosie, of course, tackling these problems with the CRA in the fall is one thing, but tax season, of course, an entirely different beast, where call volumes surge. Last year, the CRA says it received more than 32 million calls throughout the year, peaking at nearly 300,000 a day during filing season. That is when Canadians will really get to judge for themselves, as the government claims it is reducing wait times, improving service standards, and scaling up technologies, Rosie.
Scott, the CRA says it's using emerging technologies to help deal with the issues. How are they incorporating artificial intelligence to deliver a more responsive service?
In general, the CRA says it plans to use AI and automation much more going forward to help with the user experience. The government says it is making progress towards that, of making it more user-friendly. For example, if you lose or forget your CRA sign-in details, you can now get back in online rather than getting stuck on a phone call and having to wait. This change, it claims, will help divert about 300,000 calls a year. There's also a new manage balance feature that lets you make payments online without speaking to an agent, and that's been used 23,000 times so far. And the agency claims its Gen AI chatbot is getting better, answering more complex questions, and customers have used the chatbot 240% more than this time last year. So those are some of the steps that they are using to implement AI and automation to help with the user experience. As I mentioned, get more questions answered by the chatbot, and also making sure people can get these problems fixed without having to sit on a phone call and really just waiting.
Okay, well, that is some positive news concerning the CRA call centers. We'll end it on that positive note. Thank you so much, Scott Hurst, CTV News correspondent.
Thanks, Rosie.
Today on Your Morning Ottawa, we asked for your comments on, if you went on Canada's Got Talent, what would be your talent? And here's what some of you had to say.
Elaine says, if I was on a talent show, it would be singing and playing lead guitar with our band. Hello, Elaine.
Cool.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Elaine's a rock star.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, and I just want to say that I thought about it further. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Problem.
Yes, and I thought about it further. If I were to go on a talent show,
yes,
I'd walk the catwalk. I can walk a mean walk. Like, I'd be a model.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
and just
I
like
could see
strut
that.
my stuff, Melissa.
Yes.
With that look.
Oh, there it is.
And the turn and the pose.
Oh, you got it. You know your angles.
There you
really
go.
do.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
good at that.
So that's what I would do.
I love it. I love it. And we will be hearing from you later on in the show. We're asking for your comments on, if you went on a talent competition show, what would your talent be? Let us know your thoughts. You can send us an email, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, everyone loves Italian food, and now the cuisine of Italy has been given a special heritage designation by the United Nations. We'll tell you more on that just ahead. Here's a live look at our snowy sky cam this morning on George Street. 12 centimeters of fresh powder in the forecast for us in the last 24 hours, with more on the way into the afternoon. Time now for your morning fix. And in the UK, Prince William knighted a rock legend on Wednesday.
It's a great honour for me, but also it's an incredible honour for the Teenage Cancer Trust, which I accept this honour for all those people who have helped me build that charity for what it is today, without whom it never would have happened.
Roger Daltrey was recognized for services to music and charity. The Who's lead singer is the patron of the Teenage Cancer Trust and has been the driving force behind the nonprofit's annual fundraising concerts at London's Royal Albert Hall.
Good on him.
Right?
That is fantastic. Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah.
Nice.
So nice indeed. Well, Italian food is known and loved around the world for its use of fresh ingredients, and now the UN's Cultural Agency is giving foodies another reason to celebrate by designating Italian cuisine as an intangible culture heritage. This is not the first time a country's cuisine has been recognized as a cultural expression. In 2010, UNESCO listed the gastronomic meal of the French as part of the world's intangible heritage, highlighting the French custom of celebrating important moments with food. UNESCO meets every year to consider adding new cultural practices or expressions to its list.
Nice. Okay, so French cuisine, Italian. Next up, I vote for Jamaican cuisine.
Oh,
there you
I was
go.
also thinking maybe Mediterranean. You know, Mediterranean's also another very delicious one.
Like, I mean, when I think of Jamaican cuisine, like what they brought to the jerk chicken, the flavoring, the patties.
True.
Yeah, and there's a whole like cultural vibe behind that as well.
true.
I vote for Jamaica.
Nice.
Just saying.
Now it makes me want some Italian food, though.
Yeah, right? Making me hungry.
Even though I can't eat most of it, you know, I can have the olives.
Oh, olives are good.
So good. So
You're making me hungry all over the place.
Right? An original Picasso painting worth $1.6 million is being raffled off for charity.
It reminds me of my grandfather's generosity for his family, for his friends, but also for big causes, and especially during the Civil War in Spain or the Second World War.
Pablo Picasso's grandson is helping with the raffle. The portrait of a woman was painted in 1941. Up to 120,000 tickets will be sold online at €100 each.
Wow.
The winner will be announced in April, and the proceeds from ticket sales are being donated to Alzheimer's research.
Oh, I got chills. That's so awesome.
Right? Incredible.
That is
Love that.
wonderful. Thank you for that generosity, raising those funds, and then you buy a raffle ticket, and then you just wait and see.
And then it makes it, I feel like, fair and even for people to win, because they're all paying the same price, and you're raising some for charity, and then kind of everybody has a chance at it, which is so cool. So
very nice.
I do love that.
Nice indeed. All right, coming up in the next hour, we are checking out this week's new movies with Matt Demirs, Mr. Hollywood. Plus, your Morning Ottawa food drive is just one day away. We learn more about the impact the Ottawa Food Bank has on our community. And if you are planning to move soon and you have a furry friend at home, we're going to tell you how you can make the big change easier on your pet. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. 6:56 on your Thursday. We're right back. It's Thursday, December 11th. The city's 2026 budget has passed, including a controversial increase to police funding to support an alternative crisis response program.
We represent underrepresented voice. We represent the community that haven't been heard anywhere else.
The University of Ottawa's independent radio station will go silent next week after 50 years on the air.
And the Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive is tomorrow morning. We'll tell you more about the impact the Ottawa Food Bank has had in our community. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. morning. Happy Thursday. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today.
Will is away today, but the snow is here.
Yes.
We had a lot of it last night, and the question is, will we get more today?
More on the way today. The good news is most of the snow happened yesterday.
Okay.
I would say in the evening hours is when we had the bulk of the snow, and then we didn't get a lot overnight, and today just a few centimeters. So not a lot of heavy snow on the way, but blowing snow will be the big factor, especially this morning.
All right. With that, we're going to get to our headlines. After a long day of debate, Ottawa City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. That police budget was one of the contentious issues of the day. Ottawa Police Chief Eric Stubbs was grilled for more than 3 hours to justify the largest boost to police funding in years. Much of the debate centered on the pilot anchor program, an alternative crisis response, and who is best to answer mental health calls. Stubbs says it doesn't have to be one or the other.
But we do have a large piece of that pie based on, the small size of Anchor right now, but we're working with them. It's not us versus them. So don't put a wedge between us, because it doesn't exist in reality.
Under the 2026 budget, the average homeowner will pay an extra $36 for police service next year.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in Eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, although delays are expected. Schools are also still open. The Bank of Canada is keeping its key rate policy at 2.5%. The central bank noting that the Canadian economy grew at a surprisingly strong 2.6% in the third quarter, even in the face of flat domestic demand. The bank expects final domestic demand to grow in the fourth quarter, but it is expecting a decline in net exports. It is also forecasting ongoing economic slack to roughly offset cost pressures associated with the reconfiguration of trade, adding that should keep inflation close to the bank's 2% target.
Ottawa police are now offering a $75,000 reward to anyone who has information that may help solve a murder. Corey Baldwin was reported missing in December 2019, with investigators now believing the father of two was murdered. Baldwin, who would be 48 years old today, resided in Ottawa's southeast end. He disappeared in April 2019, and his last known whereabouts were in Montreal. It's believed he was also in British Columbia, but at this time, police say they have no suspects in the case.
Part of the reason we're offering the $75,000 is we know there's people out there. We know there's people in the Montreal area. We know there's people possibly in British Columbia, in the Ottawa area, that have information on Corey's last moments prior to being murdered.
It has been 1 year since the homicide unit took over the case, and several months since it has been deemed a murder. Investigators say they have noticed a decrease in people coming forward with information and believe cash rewards can be a motivating factor. But despite this, Ottawa police say it has never paid out a cash reward. After 5 decades on the air, the University of Ottawa's campus radio station is preparing to shut down.
We represent underrepresented voice. We represent the community that haven't been heard anywhere else.
The station manager at CHUO 89.1 FM says next Monday will be the station's final day of live radio. The station was trying to raise $150,000 to stay open, but its board of directors decided to put an end to that campaign. The station has been operating since 1975.
This calendar is coming in hot.
Metal workers at a Hungary town are channeling their inner Fabio. They are models for a charity calendar. Last year's calendar sold 100 copies. That was enough to buy a new smart board for the local school.
I love that. And this year they're going even bigger. Now that the word is out, this year's calendar has already had 1,000 pre-orders.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
There you go. All for charity.
Good
Loving
cause.
it. Body positivity. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead with that.
I
Loving
love
it.
the wind and the fan and the hair and the Fabio hair.
You know,
It's great.
got to set it all up, right? So
Exactly.
that you come forward with the best pick.
I love it. I love it. And we do have your weather picture for today as well. This is
wow.
a beautiful picture sent in to us from Tanya. And so it begins, she says, a beautiful view at Big Rito Lake.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, we love seeing your weather pictures, and you can be featured right here on the show. All you have to do is send them to us. Weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that email address is weathershots@ctv.ca. And more snow on the way. Not nearly as much as we did see yesterday, 12 centimeters. We got 11.6 yesterday, and then only about 0.4 into the overnight. So not a lot of snow in the overnight, but still some more on the way as we head into the day ahead as well. So we are expecting periods of light snow until about 4 p.m. But very, very light snow. We can add about another 2 centimeters in total to the total we've already seen. So we could see upwards of 14 centimeters of snow by the end of the day. So not close to the 20 centimeters we were expecting, but not too far away either. Light flurries then into the evening, and then everything will clear up overnight into your day tomorrow. Much calmer skies for us. We will get to see a mix of sun and cloud for your Friday forecast, but temperatures over the next few days will be a little bit cold. So right now we're dealing with blowing snow, and that's because we're dealing with these very intense winds coming out of the west, gusting 30 to 50 kilometers an hour. Winds will remain strong today right through into your afternoon and overnight and begin to calm down early tomorrow morning. But until then, blowing snow will definitely be a factor. So that's what we're dealing with outside this morning, and we will continue to see that as well in through your evening hours. Temps right now sitting at -11, but the wind chill feels closer to -22 this morning. So a cold start to your day, -13 in Pembroke, -12 now in Kingston, changing on the fly, -13 in Trenton, -9 is where we're sitting over in Brockville. So right now, if you are heading outside and waiting for the school bus, we are expecting periods of light snow this morning, temperatures hovering around -11, but it's those winds. We're dealing with very, very strong winds, so some blowing snow this morning, and it does feel closer to -22 this hour. Today's high, -9, so we're not really warming up too much from where we're already sitting this morning. We'll still feel closer to -20, so still a very cold day in the forecast for us. -10 out in the valley, -11 in Bancroft, slightly warmer for Trenton, Kingston, getting to see some sunshine today with temps hovering around -7, -8 as we head along to Mont Tremblant. -11 is the daytime high for today. So today, overnight, temperatures falling to -14. Again, the snow should clear up around 4 p.m., then some light scattered flurries before the complete system clears up overnight. Into your day tomorrow, some sunshine, clear skies for our food drive. So we would love for you to come down and visit us here at 87 George Street tomorrow morning between 6 and 9 a.m. Bring your non-perishable food items for our food drive. -5 is the high, so not overly cold, but it will be a little bit chilly into the early morning hours. As we head into the weekend, chance of scattered flurries Saturday, Sunday, temperatures are hovering around -5 for Saturday. -10 is the high Sunday and through Monday.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
And slippery driving conditions right now across the city. We're seeing slowdowns that are gradually becoming heavier as volume does increase on the roads. Best to give yourself extra time to get to your destination. And just a reminder that all buses and vans transportation is running for English and French boards in the city.
It is Friday, and that means new movies to watch in theaters and at home. Mr. Hollywood, Matt Demers, is here to give us his picks for what you can check out this weekend. I cannot wait to hear your list. Good morning.
Good morning, Rosie. You know, this is a nice variety we got. Maybe something for everybody. And let's start with a little comedy drama. It's Ella McKay.
You're 34. You just became governor of the state you were born and raised in. Are you thinking about your mom? Yeah, me too. Ella, your father, your brother, and your husband. Where is she?
Can I tell her what it's about?
It's about how she ruined everything. All right, I'll tell her that. A ticking time bomb in your life.
You know, you show me Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
And then I'm already, my interest is piqued already.
There you go.
And then you've got a great cast here. Ella McKay.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. She's an idealist. She's 34 years old. She's a mom, and now she's the governor. So hijinks ensue. No, she's trying to struggle it all.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the great cast. I'll also mention our director, our writer, who is James L. Brooks. This is his first movie in like 15 years. It's a bit of a throwback almost to like those early 2000s character dramedies. Movies you don't get all the time. And got a lot of charm. You know, I think everyone's kind of having fun here. And it's a real uplifter, I feel like, this movie.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Which is good for the holidays.
That is very good. And I like how they have that trailer. They just showed all the different actors.
Yes.
So I feel like there's someone in there for everyone. And they'll go, oh, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, there you go.
Io Edebiri.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll go see this movie, you know? So
there you go.
That's good.
Lots of star power.
All
okay,
right.
our next one. Okay, hold on to your seats for this one. Not Without Hope.
Look at this haul. This weather is not good. We gotta wrap it up.
Nicholas, it's Mom. I know you went out fishing this morning. This big storm's supposed to hit.
Not Without Hope.
Rosie.
What's going on here?
Based on a true story, heartbreaking true story. Four friends face the ultimate disaster when their fishing boat capsizes in the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
Listen, this is harrowing is a great word. Edge of your seat. I mean, it's a survival film.
Really?
Through and through. Zachary Levi's in here. Yeah, this is, by the end, I mean, you feel like you were part of this whole journey.
I actually like movies like this.
Yeah.
And when you say it's based on a true story, then I get further immersed.
That's right. You go down the rabbit.
Yeah, this is really, it really happened. How would I respond?
Absolutely. Yeah, harrowing stuff. I highly recommend that one.
Okay, Not Without Hope. Okay, you got one more for us.
Something a little different here, Rosie.
boy.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
'Twas the night before Christmas, the house locked up tight. Yet a shadow approached in the dead of the night. With a glimmering axe, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
Okay, wait a minute now.
Yeah, okay.
Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah, don't
Deadly
worry.
Night.
Yeah, don't worry, kids. That's not the real Santa here. This one is, well, he's a bit of a murderous Santa who's up to definitely some not so good things.
Oh, no.
This is actually a remake. The 1984 film was a little more campy, right?
Yeah.
This one, not so much. They take it to the extreme. Let me just say that. So they do not shy away from the gore and the blood. But it's always fun when you get like a holiday movie, but you can inject a little horror.
Of course, Matt would love that. But why are you trying to scare Melissa?
Well, you know. I maybe got a little scared too, so, you know.
Okay. All right, so there you go. Silent Night, Deadly Night, scary Christmas movie. Now, do you have a scary Christmas movie list for us?
You know I do, Rosie. I love this. I love horror. I mean, the first one's not too scary.
Okay, what do you got?
Gremlins.
No,
it's Gremlins.
Campy and funny.
Mischievous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up to no good as well. Better watch out. This one's fun. This is almost like Home Alone style, but like more on the horror thriller side.
Okay.
Krampus.
Oh, that was scary. At the very end. Right?
Yes.
No spoilers.
No.
At the very end, no spoilers.
Find that one on Crave if you dare. The Lodge. This one, stay with me. Riley Coe's in here.
Okay.
Is a family stranded during the holidays. Oh, some great revelations. And then I'm going to go all the way back to 1974. Black Christmas, a great Canadian film, by the way.
Oh, thanks for that.
And it is a slasher set at Christmas time. I like it.
Bringing in the horror at Christmas time.
Well, mix it up.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Hollywood, Matt Demir, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rosie.
Appreciate you. All right, Melissa, over to you.
Well, coming up here on Your Morning Ottawa, our food drive is in full swing, and today we learn more about the impact the food bank has on our community. We'll have that conversation coming up. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge this morning. Here's a live look for our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It does look like a beautiful snow globe out there because of all that fresh snow. More of it on the way. It's your afternoon. Good morning, Ottawa. It's 7:14. Segments will be. Incomes are not keeping pace with the rising cost of living, making it more difficult for people to stay housed and afford enough to eat. Emily Koja is a senior nutritionist from Ottawa Public Health and joins us this morning to share some insights on the growing struggles many in our community are facing. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And it's obviously not the most fun topic to talk about, but of course we do have to discuss this. Let's talk about the gap that continues to grow within our community with food insecurity.
Yeah, so we see every year we monitor food affordability in this city by doing food costing in grocery stores across Ottawa. And what our results consistently show is that while food costs are going up, while rent costs are going up, incomes are not going up at the same rate. And so every year we're seeing this gap where people just simply don't have enough money from their income to be able to afford food and other basic living necessities.
And it's a lot of people too. You were mentioning it's 1 in 4.
Yeah, 25.7% in Ottawa experience food insecurity, so 1 in 4 people.
So how do you guys monitor food affordability? Can you kind of walk us through what it looks like?
Yeah, so in Ottawa we monitor food affordability using our nutritious food basket survey. And so this is a survey tool. We go to this year 11 grocery stores across Ottawa and we monitor the cost of 61 different food items. And we use this data to look at the cost of food for a family for a month, but in comparison to how much they're making in income and how much they're paying for rent.
Okay, and we have a good breakdown that we do want to show you as well so people can really understand income and costs and how it's all working. Can you explain what we're seeing here?
Yeah, so you can see here there's 4 different scenarios, and on our website we have 12 income scenarios.
Okay.
It's ottawapublichealth.ca/food insecurity, but on the screen here you're seeing four of them. Sorry, 2 here. So one is an individual on Ontario Works. And so you'll see here in income, they're making just shy of $900 a month. And then when we look at how much they're paying for rent and food, if you combine those 2 numbers, you're seeing $1,600 here. But rent for this individual would be around $1,200 and their food is $411. So right off the bat, if someone is paying for rent and they're living with Ontario Works, they're already spending over their income in rent. And so the monthly deficit for this individual is $700 per month. So it's just not an acceptable amount of money to be receiving each month. And same thing with the second scenario you see here. It's an individual on Ontario Disability Support Program. So again, they would be paying the same rent. It's a bachelor apartment and the same amount for food.
Wow.
So a little bit better, but still not an acceptable amount of income.
And let's talk about the impacts of food insecurity that it does have on your physical and your mental health as well.
Yeah, so we know that people who are living in food insecure households, it impacts your mental health. People are more likely to have depression, anxiety, and then more likely to have chronic conditions as well. So diabetes, hypertension. And in addition to that, when you don't have enough money to purchase food, it makes it much harder to manage those chronic conditions. There's medications, there's special diets that come with that. So all of that make it much more difficult.
And so how can people help?
So there's a number of things that people can do to help. First of all, if this is an issue that concerns you, you can share this message with others. You can also, if you're a living wage employer, you can become a living wage employer, and that information is available on the Ontario Living Wage Network website. In order to have long-term sustainable solutions to this issue, we need more income for people. So income-based policy solutions are what actually will impact food insecurity in the long term. So supporting things like a basic income guarantee, minimum wage that is a living wage, increases to social assistance rates. Those are all things that can help people meet the bottom line. So expressing your support to that to government officials is very important. And then we know that people are in crisis in our city today. So to help the Ottawa Food Bank, you can donate to the Ottawa Food Bank. Monetary donations are very important to them. You can also provide food to food drives that can help people in the community right now.
Amazing, and that's why we have our big food drive happening tomorrow here on Your Morning Ottawa. You can scan the QR code that you see on your screen right now, and of course you can also come down and visit us tomorrow morning, 6 till 9 a.m. We're doing a live broadcast outside. We are collecting donations. If you can't make it down, you can donate online as well, and it's so important that we raise so much non-perishable food items and monetary donations for the food bank. So we appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rosie, over to you.
Thanks so much, Melissa. This year, holiday fashion is not only about buying new, it's about reworking what you already have. We've got mid-sized fashion influencer Chantal Sarkeesian, who's here to help us do just that. Rework what you already have. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we got to start with, why don't we start with what, sequins?
So this is the premise of what I've prepared today, is assuming there's sequins in your closet.
There you go.
And if you don't have it, can I recommend getting separate pieces instead of getting like a dress? Because the thing is, with separate pieces, you can repurpose them.
Isn't this fun? Oh.
And then we're going to get to bows very soon.
Okay.
So getting different pieces, this, you know, you can wear a sweater with this, you can put a blouse,
That's
going out top. You can really have fun with separate pieces.
That.
You can wear jeans with a nice bolero.
There you are, Chantal.
There
I love
am.
that,
Yeah,
right? You've got the skirt on, the sequins, and then
my silver shoes. I love to color match.
Looking
That's
cute.
Matchy matchy moment.
Okay.
So let's move on to bows, which is the next thing that we can do. So with bows, I'm having so much fun. You can put bows in your hair. You can, you know, have the bows accessories on your outfits. You can add bows. You can get satin ribbon, make your bows. I actually bought these little extra bows that I can put, they're shoe clips. So you can put them on the fronts of your shoes, on the backs. And yeah, just have fun accessorizing. Put it on your purse.
That's so much fun. We just showed a picture of you with, it looked like you had similar bows on the sweater as well.
That's right. Oh,
yeah,
that's this
there
one
you go,
here.
right there.
So we're seeing a lot of these bow details. This one is from Melanie Lynn from this season's collection. I do love the softness of like a cardigan. It's so simple, but you can put it with a skirt, with jeans.
And then look at the sparkle that you
and a little
just added
bling.
with the bow.
Yeah, exactly.
I just love that. Okay, now what else do you have for us?
So I also want to introduce the concept of color blocking or having fun with colors. Right now this season, it's red is not obviously going anywhere for holidays, but burgundy is actually really big this year as well. So for example, I've got like a burgundy sweater and a burgundy silk skirt. Just having fun with color. You can even pair it with a burgundy tight. If you have burgundy shoes, we're doing head to toe, one color.
Do you know what I like what you do, Chantal, is that you've got a bit of shimmer and shine.
That's right.
And sparkle, and then you go with something less shimmery.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
all
you kind
about
of pair
balance.
it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you want to go crazy, you can.
You can.
You know, up and down, like you can wear this and this, but if you want to, you can complement the sparkle with something else, right?
Yeah, and it's all about repurposing things you likely have in your closet.
I love that. You got one more for us?
Yes, I do. So we're having fun with, we did bold tights, and then we also did just texture, all around texture. So whether it's like some fur, if you have applique, and technically a bow is a texture because it's not flat. So just having fun with some textures.
That's true.
And bringing back, like, fur is you know, to me, it's like a New Year's thing, but you know, always having like a little bit of everything in your closet so you can just mix and match and have fun.
I love what you've done here. Taking stuff that you already have, repurpose it, reuse it, reimagine it, have fun. It's the holidays after all. Chantal, thank you so much. Chantal Sarkeesian, she's a mid-size fashion influencer. You're killing it. Love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, over to you.
And coming up, we'll learn more from the Ottawa Food Bank about how they work to help those with housing crisis in our community. We'll have that coming your way. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street this morning, and we just want to also remind you about our food drive happening tomorrow morning from 6 until 9 a.m. right here at 87 George Street. You can donate anytime, though. You can go on and donate right now. Of course, head to ctvottawa.ca to donate, or visit us tomorrow morning and drop by with your non-perishable food items. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street this morning. Starting to clear out all that snow. We saw 12 centimeters yesterday. Could see another 2 in the forecast today.
Thursday, come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb.
We are so glad that you could join us. Will is away today, but the snow is here with us, no doubt about that.
So much fresh powder out there. I know Ski Hill's probably embracing this, as we learned earlier that they got to open early this year. Some of the
So,
ski hills
okay.
opened the earliest they have in 55 years because of all the snow that we have and colder temperatures. You can make a lot of snow, so
Yeah.
I'm sure ski hills are just loving this, and so are outdoor enthusiasts.
Some happy folks out there, no doubt about that. All right, we're going to get to your forecast in a moment, but first off, your top stories. After a long day of debate, Ottawa City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. For homeowners, water rates and waste services will also be going up. Not much has changed since the draft budget. The major change comes from the transit file. Starting in April, the trains will come more often on weekdays to every 6 minutes between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. and every 7.5 minutes between 6 p.m. and 7:30. Currently, trains come every 5 minutes during peak hours and every 10 minutes on off-peak hours. Those under 18 will be getting a big break. They will be able to ride for free on weekends, holidays, and during the summer months. Many councillors raising the issues of reliability, calling buses the Achilles heel of the system, questioning if improvements being made are enough.
I think one of the key things right now is patience, which is a really frustrating thing to ask of councillors and to ask of riders. But it is going to take some time to get through, work out the issues here.
Patience. Yeah, it's been 10 years. 3 distinct periods where we've put passengers through hell.
The money for the improvements to LRT frequency and free transit are expected to come from projected fuel savings.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in Eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are still running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, although delays are expected and schools are open. Some travelers may soon be required to provide their social media handles when trying to get into the U.S. The Trump administration has been increasing its monitoring of international travelers, and now Customs and Border Protection is considering collecting 5 years of social media data from certain people. It would apply to people from about 40 countries, mostly European and Asian countries, who are currently able to travel to the U.S. for tourism or business without visas for 3 months. The public now has 60 days to comment on the proposed changes before going into effect.
A man is facing impaired driving charges after a head-on collision with a snowplow in the city's south end. Police say the driver was going the wrong way down Linebank Road Tuesday night and hit a snowplow near Earl Armstrong. The man was brought to hospital in serious condition. Police say he had a blood alcohol concentration more than twice the legal limit. The driver of the snowplow was not injured.
A business owner in Chinatown says he no longer feels safe in the store his family has been running for decades, ever since a Safer Supply clinic opened in the area.
Sometimes they just come in and they grab stuff and they go out, and we cannot do anything. They're quite quick.
Local officials say theft, homelessness, and open drug use has become part of daily life. In a formal complaint sent Monday to the Ontario regulator, the area councillor and MPP Catherine McKenney are calling on the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario to investigate the clinic's prescribing volume and broader oversight issues.
There are other clinics that are doing this better, that are doing it more responsibly, that are removing people from the program if they're caught diverting drugs. But this clinic doesn't seem to be responsible or accountable to the community, and enough is enough.
In a statement, New Dawn says its goal is to help patients get off street drugs, reduce overdoses, and save lives, adding safety is a priority.
A new medication to treat postpartum depression has been approved by Health Canada. Zuranolone, a pill sold under the brand name Zurzuvae, is now authorized in Canada to relieve symptoms of moderate or severe depression after childbirth. The drug's developer says Zuranolone should be taken once a day for 2 weeks. It will be available in Canada early next year, but governments and insurers still need to determine coverage. The drug has also been authorized in the U.S. and Europe.
These classic cars are getting a second life as spas on wheels.
Okay, the project is aimed at helping Aboriginal students connect with the cultural importance of water. Students are teamed with mentors to cut, weld, and refurbish the cars into saunas, steam rooms, and heated pools.
The end product will be on display at a bathhouse that runs on steam-powered cars.
Heated pools, saunas, yes, please.
Yes, so interesting.
Yeah.
I love they're taking something that maybe would have gone to landfill and repurposing and reusing it and doing something creative and useful with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a steam room this weekend. Actually, I'm going with a girlfriend, so it just got me thinking about it. It's just so relaxing.
A sauna still on my wish list.
There you go. Right. You want that in the house.
Yes, we want a sauna. It would be a perfect day to be in a sauna with all that snow and colder conditions in the forecast for us as well. We're still dealing with that blowing snow this morning into the afternoon. Still expecting some light snow on the way throughout the day ahead, and then flurries as we head into the weekend. So right now, this is what we're seeing in our skies. Some light snow out there to start off your day. We will see periods of light snow over the next few hours till about 4 p.m. That's when it will start to clear out and just see some light flurries in through the evening hours. We could add another 2 centimeters on the total that we have seen so far, which is 12 centimeters. So far from yesterday when this system started right through until earlier this morning at 6 a.m., we have received 12 centimeters. Most of it, the bulk of it happening yesterday. We only received about 0.4 centimeters into the overnight. So most of that snow was yesterday afternoon and through your evening hours as well. But for today, we are expecting that light snow. And then as we head into tomorrow, skies will clear up. So everything will clear up overnight tonight. Clear skies for tomorrow. And then Saturday, yes, more snow on the way, which will continue in through Sunday. Right now, minus 12. So we have dropped a little bit this morning. Still feels like minus 23 outside. So a chilly start to your day. If you are heading outside this morning, make sure you are bundled up. For kids, for recess today, all that fresh powder outside. It's going to be a wonderful day to get outside and play. Temps this morning still cold, sitting in the minus double digits. Minus 10 is where temperatures will sit throughout the morning. And then they'll actually drop a little bit and hover on minus 11 in through the late part of your day. But minus 9 is our daytime high today. We're not going to sit there too long. Will feel still like minus 20 into your afternoon. Over the next couple of days, we are expecting more snow as we head into the weekend. Tonight, dropping to minus 14 into your day tomorrow for our food drive. Sunshine, clear conditions, the perfect time to come out and visit us here at 87 George Street from 6 until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Minus 10 is the overnight low. Then Saturday, Sunday, chance of scattered flurries. Milder for Saturday. Sunday is looking quite cold. On your roads this morning, traffic is still a little bit heavy. We're seeing snow-covered roads, so keep that in mind. It is a slippery drive out there, especially side streets as city crews work to clear them out. The highway is looking pretty good, but still seeing slushier, slicker conditions out there on your roads.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
The CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive is happening right now. We invite you to drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street from 6 to 9 a.m. tomorrow during our live show. And with that in mind, Rachel Wilson, CEO of the Ottawa Food Bank, and Lynn Cote, equitable resident expert, they join us to share how food banks help prevent homelessness. Rachel and Lynn, welcome to the program. It's great to have you on.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
great to have you on. I want to talk to Lynn right off the bat here. Lynn,
Sure.
it's been a pleasure to see you. You came in so early to prepare for this this interview. I want to first off ask you, you used the food bank in several different occasions because you needed it, obviously. Can you talk about that experience and how sourcing a food bank helped you?
Sure. I'm a resident of the Equitable, a collective grounded in lived experience, and also part of the Ottawa Food Bank resident expert team. Over the past 4 years, I have had to rely on the Ottawa Food Bank, and the experience is difficult, often humbling, and fraught in stigmatization. But the food bank has been there to support me when I needed it the most and continues to support me so that I have access to fresh and healthy food and so that I can make ends meet at the end of the month. We strive to push for better living wages, fresh and healthy food, and to erase the stigma that is often associated with us asking for help.
Tell us about Equitable, right? What is it all about?
The Equitable is a collective grounded in lived experience. We are members of a table. We came together about 2 years ago. Adopted our name about a year ago, and we work together to advocate for fresh and healthy food. Food is a human right, and we advocate for fresh and healthy foods and better living wages.
Lynn, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. It's so true. I mean, we need food every single day. We need food to eat. And Rachel Wilson, CEO of the Ottawa Food Bank. You know, Rachel, many people get an income, they get a paycheck, and a lot of times it's just not enough. And the first thing to be cut is they go, well, how can I scrimp on, you know, groceries? It's really tough out there.
It really is, and of course people can't miss their rent or their utilities without significant consequences, so food is often the first thing to go. We see that a lot with parents as well, who will go without so that their children have access to food, and this is just because of the cost of living continues to rise so quickly here in a city like Ottawa.
Okay, so food security depends on not just income, but also being able to build an affordable lifestyle. I mean, what does that include?
So, you know, you're really talking about basic necessities like medication, shelter, childcare. These are all things that I know the viewers will understand how expensive they are, and that leaves very little for food at the end, particularly the healthy, nutritious food. When you go to a grocery store now, everyone is saying, I'm getting 4 bags of food for about $200. Yes. It's easier to be able to buy the non-perishable items that are not necessarily nutritious, but it's the fresh items that have a real impact on somebody's life.
Okay, and I want people to know about the Ottawa Food Bank. You service many, I think it's over 70 different charitable organizations, other food banks.
That's right. So it's 70 organizations running about 93 programs right across the city. So there are food banks in every neighborhood. And unfortunately, if people think that you know, food insecurity isn't an issue in their community, it really is. We're seeing people from all communities, all neighborhoods.
Lynn, I want to thank you again for coming on. And Equitable, it's that organization that helps those dealing with food insecurity and giving them hope, doesn't it do that?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And also dignity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You are a shining example of this organization. I thank you for coming on and speaking your truth. And Rachel, we will see you tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. Come on down to 87 George Street and you can donate a non-perishable item. And also, cash goes a long way as well for the Ottawa Food Bank. Thank you, both of you. Melissa, over to you.
And worried about your furry friends? We'll learn more about how to make sure your pets can adapt to your new space just ahead with Taylor Bennett from the Bennett Property Shop. And look at that, our guest is standing by right there in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam this morning. A beautiful snow globe awaits you outside. Good morning, Ottawa. It is 7:44. If you're planning a move soon and are concerned about your furry friends, Taylor Bennett has you covered. The broker from the Bennett Property Shop is here to give us some strategic advice for making the move a little bit easier for our furry friends. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It can be a stressful time not only for us, but we have to think about our pets as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And before the move, obviously you want to get all set up on there, but
Yeah.
60% of households in Canada have at least one pet, one dog or cat, I should say. That's excluding lizards and every other pet you might be able to have. But of course, they're all stressed out. You can't sit them down and talk to them saying what's going on and what new changes they're going to have. So they're kind of a little stressed out, and sometimes we forget about them during the move a little bit.
And we can't say to them, don't worry, we're taking you with us,
no.
like a child, right?
No, so they might think you would leave them behind, so you want to make sure that they
Okay.
have as much steady, as calm as, because if they're calm and steady, you're going to be a little bit calm and steady
I love
as well,
that.
too.
So the first thing you say is prepare before moving day.
Yes, before the moving day, get them familiarized with some of the things that might be happening. So take out some of those moving boxes well in advance. Let
Right.
them sniff things that's going on. One thing I read in a book a long time ago is that dogs sniff the world first. They don't see the world
true,
first.
yeah.
So So we're used to looking around and seeing what we can see, but then they want to smell what's going on. So bring out those boxes, bring out some of those things out there, and get a room for them, an area for them that's going to be calm and steady during the move. Because of course, all your house will be turned on its head. There'll be boxes and things like that everywhere. So have a little corner, a little area for them with their dog bed, their blanket, their favorite toys. Make sure they have an area to go to and they feel too stressed out.
I remember my dog used to jump in the suitcase every time I took the suitcase out, being like, "Where are you going? And am I going with you?"
Oh, for sure. They want to make sure. Obviously, they're part of the family. You know, make sure they're reminded on them. So.
All right, familiarize them with your new space.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. You might not have the opportunity to do this, but if you do, maybe you have a little bit of gap between owning your property and moving into your new property. Take that week maybe to go to that new neighborhood, go to the new parks in the area, let them sniff around, maybe even have access to the house. Maybe you've closed on the home before you sold your other house, and bring them into the new house. Let them smell the new areas. Again, smell's really important for dogs and cats. Get them understanding so that when they eventually do in the big moving day, it's not a total stranger, not a total a guest for them. They understand a little of the area. They know the parks. They know the smells in the area.
Okay, that's a really great piece of advice, especially the parks. That's a great tip.
For sure.
Moving day strategy.
Yeah, so this can be a big task. Obviously, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of risk, of course, for a dog or a cat to be leaving, and nobody would know while you're packing things up. So one big thing that we saw, and you're getting an Apple AirTag or some kind of GPS device on their collar, so that if they do happen to duck out the door and nobody happens to notice, you can look on your phone, see where they've run off to. So really smart to do that, of course. And during the moving day, of course, just like you had on before the move, have an area for them, set it up right away. So maybe it's not their permanent area that they're going to be living in, but maybe it's a room upstairs or downstairs in the basement. Set that up again with their favorite dog bed and their blanket. Let them sit there, then you can lock that door, and then you can handle the rest of your move that's on there. Again, it's not a forever place, but this area they have to themselves. You know the dog is safe, and take them for a walk every once in a while.
Just a little bit of a safe space while everything is crazy in the household.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure everybody will be stressed out enough. The last thing you want to do is having a missing pet. That would be the worst thing.
Arriving at your new home.
Yeah, so that'd be the big thing is have that set up, have that room set up for them, of course. And of course, arriving at your new house, you want to make sure that they have once the actual routine is set up there, you have a routine scheduled for them. So their son or daughter, they might have an actual place to walk around with. Making sure they have an understand schedule, understand routine. Make sure their smells are normal again, but make sure you kind of copy what they previously had at their former home.
Okay. So some great advice to make it a little bit easier for furry friends
for sure.
planning a big move.
Yeah, those Apple AirTags are a big one because unfortunately my friend did have one where the dog did run off. They actually try to make it back to their previous home, so they were able to track it down. So dogs have that kind of sixth sense where they can little inside compass. So that's the last thing you want to have. So they were able to track their dog down. So small little Apple AirTag can save a huge amount of headaches.
Smart. That's such a great tip. And don't forget, you can listen to the Bennett Real Estate and Wealth Show with Marnie Bennett Saturdays at 1 p.m. on 580 CFRA. Rosie.
Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour on Your Morning Ottawa, we meet a husband and wife duo who made appearances on America's Got Talent. They're performing in the Capitol this week. We'll be right back after this short break. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
Here are your milestone celebrations for today, and we're going to start off with a happy 11th birthday, and this is going out to Presley. We hope you have an amazing birthday. Love Mommy, Daddy, TJ, Bauer, Tony, Noel, and of course, we can't forget Buddy the Elf. And again, that's a happy birthday to our friend this morning, Presley. Have a happy 11th birthday. And of course, if you have a milestone celebrated with us, send your birthday announcements for kids turning 13 years old or younger. And for those turning 100 years or more, wedding anniversaries as well. For those celebrating 50 years or more, all you have to do is send your email to us, Your Morning Ottawa Milestones at CTV.ca, and we'll be sure to get your announcement on the air. Here's a live look for our Skycam this morning. A beautiful snow globe of a day here in the nation's capital. Cold outside, minus 11, feels closer to minus 22.
It's Thursday, December 11th. The city's 2026 budget has passed, including a controversial increase to police funding to support an alternative crisis response program.
The cleanup continues this morning after yesterday's snowfall as the weather causes delays on the roads.
We are very fortunate. We have a lot of grandparent help because everything is expensive now, and I just work part-time.
And a new survey finds Canadians are feeling the pinch during the holiday spending season. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. On the nose on your Thursday, I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb, and Will is away for today.
And we have to say happy 11th birthday.
We sure do.
To Presley. Oh, there you go. Have an amazing birthday, Presley. Love from Mommy, Daddy, TJ, Bauer, Tony, Noel, and of course, Buddy the Elf. Of course, Buddy the Elf. Of course.
we wanted to make sure we had Presley's photo so everybody could wish Presley a happy birthday today.
After a long day of debate, Ottawa city councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. That police budget was one of the contentious issues of the day. Ottawa Police Chief Eric Stubbs was grilled for more than 3 hours to justify the largest boost to the police funding in years. Much of the debate centered on the pilot anchor program, an alternative crisis response, and who is best to answer mental health calls. Stubbs says it doesn't have to be one or the other.
But we do have a large piece of that pie based on, the small size of Anchor right now, but we're working with them. It's not us versus them, so don't put a wedge between us because it doesn't exist in reality.
Under the 2026 budget, the average homeowner will pay an extra $36 for police service next year.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in Eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, although delays are expected. Schools are still open. The Bank of Canada is keeping its key policy rate at 2.5%. The central bank noting that the Canadian economy grew at a surprisingly strong 2.6% in the third quarter, even in the face of flat domestic demand. The bank expects final domestic demand to grow in the fourth quarter, but is expecting a decline in net exports. It's also forecasting ongoing economic slack to roughly offset cost pressures associated with the reconfiguration of trade, adding that should keep inflation close to the bank's 2% target.
Ottawa police are now offering a $75,000 reward to anyone who has information that may help solve a murder case. Corey Baldwin was reported missing in December 2019, with investigators now believing the father of two was murdered. Baldwin, who would be 48 years old today, resided in Ottawa's southeast end. He disappeared in April 2019, and his last known whereabouts were in Montreal. It's believed he was also in British Columbia. But at this time, police say they have no suspects in the case.
Part of the reason we're offering the $75,000 is we know there's people out there. We know there's people in the Montreal area. We know there's people possibly in British Columbia, in the Ottawa area, that have information on Corey's last moments prior to being murdered.
It has been 1 year since the homicide unit took over the case and several months since it has been deemed a murder. Investigators say they have noticed a decrease in people coming forward with information and believe cash rewards can be a motivating factor. But despite this, Ottawa police say it has never paid out a cash reward.
The U.S. point person on trade talks is floating the idea of breaking up CUSMA.
Our economic relationship with Canada is very, very different than our economic relationship with Mexico. My sense going forward is we're already talking to them separately.
U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer says he has not been in the same room with both Canada and Mexico to talk trade this year. He adds the Trump administration is keeping all options open as CUSMA comes up for renewal next year. This includes separate deals with Canada and Mexico. A man from Deseronto, east of Napanee, is facing charges after an investigation in alleged sex crimes dating back more than a decade. Police say the offenses occurred between 2012 and 2025. The man in his 30s was arrested earlier this month. Police are not naming him to protect the victim's identity. He's charged with corrupting children and invitation to sexual touching of a person under 16. Rising prices have many Canadians rethinking their holiday shopping, and for some, the grandparents are picking up the bill.
We are very fortunate. We have a lot of grandparent help. Because everything is expensive now, and I just work part-time.
A recent Interact survey found 3/4 of parents say creating a magical holiday season for their children is their top priority, but to do that, they need help. The survey found more than 1 in 5 parents are relying on grandparents this year to help cover holiday expenses. 1/3 of people said grandparents are spending more on gifts than the parents are. The survey also found nearly half of parents surveyed are planning to spend less than $500 on gifts.
After 5 decades on the air, the University of Ottawa's campus radio station is preparing to shut down.
We represent underrepresented voice. We represent the community that haven't been heard anywhere else.
The station manager at CHUO 89.1 FM says next Monday will be the station's final day of live radio. The station was trying to raise $150,000 to stay open, but its board of directors decided to put an end to that campaign. The station has been operating since 1975.
A German Shepherd in Manitoba has gone viral on social media for his serious commitment to his job.
So Ozzy hasn't missed a day in 2 years of escorting his charges to and from the school bus.
This video received 2.9 million views on TikTok, creating a following for Bus Stop Ozzy. His admirers sent him gifts like dog jackets and boots. Maybe he needs some dog treats as well for little Ozzy.
Who's a good dog?
Look at that.
Yeah, that is great.
Oh.
Doing it with a smile, really, because you see the tail wagging, so he's just so happy in his element.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great stuff.
That is very, very sweet.
Okay, some skiers will be in their element now with all the snow coming down.
Absolutely. Skiers and winter enthusiasts are loving the last 24 hours, where we received 12 centimeters of snow and could still see a little bit more of it on the way into your day ahead. So lots of fresh powder for the slopes. We are right now seeing some light scattered flurries kind of here and there. Periods of light snow still possible this morning right through until about 4 p.m. We could see light periods of snow, and then around 4 is when we could see it taper off to some light scattered flurries for the evening hours. Everything will then clear up into the overnight tonight and into your day tomorrow. Some sunshine on the way for Friday, but then Saturday, Sunday, we do have more snow on the way. So the snow not quite done with us yet. Blowing snow a factor this morning. You could see these intense greens and oranges on our screen. Those are some stronger wind gusts. So we're seeing west winds today gusting 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. So that's why we're dealing with all this blowing snow. This will continue mainly this morning into your afternoon and start to taper off into the overnight tonight. So we will deal with these strong winds right through the day ahead. Temperatures cold on top of that. -12 now, feels closer to -23 with that wind chill here in this city. -12 in Kingston, getting to see some sunshine. -13 in Trenton with a bit of sun today. -9 currently in Montreal. Daytime high for us today, -9. So we will reach that late this afternoon, and then temperatures will drop quite quickly. We won't hover there too long. We'll still feel closer to -20 today, so still a strong wind chill in the forecast. -10 for the Valley, Bancroft sitting at -11. Not so bad out in Kingston, Trenton sitting at -7, -8, -11 for Kitigan, Zibi, as well as in Montreal today. Overnight dropping to -14 again. The snow will clear up overnight tonight. Sunshine for tomorrow. Of course, it is our food drive tomorrow, so make sure you're coming down to visit us here at 87 George Street in the Byward Market. Bring your non-perishable food items. You can also bring a monetary donation. Of course, you can also donate on a line as well. But we'd love to see you, so come on, stop by. We're broadcasting live outside from 6 till 9 a.m. As we head into the weekend, flurries possible Saturday and Sunday. A little bit colder as we head into Sunday, and temps next week staying quite chilly. Your roads this morning, still snow-covered drive-in, so crews are working, around the clock to try and clear our roadways. The Queensway is looking decent, but you could still see some slick driving conditions on your drive-in this morning. It is a little bit heavy as well. East to west right now, we're dealing with your regular slowdowns this morning. The good news is we only have one collision, a new collision, Prince of Wales and Fallowfield, Leitrim at Ramseyville Road, and 417 eastbound at Pinecrest. There is a truck in the right shoulder and right lane this morning.
This show is so much more important.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we meet a pair of Canadian comedians who appeared on America's Got Talent and will be performing in the capital this week. They'll join us just ahead. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam this morning. A beautiful snowy start to your day. Temperatures right now -11, feeling closer to -22.
Stand-up comedian. Do you know the guy that was just on?
Yeah, I know Matt a bit because he's my husband.
No! That was Ottawa-born comedian Julia Ladkowitz right before she competed against her husband, Matt O'Brien, on America's Got Talent. And they are both joining us on the show this morning. Good morning to you both.
Hi, good morning. How are you? Sorry.
Oh, we got a dog too. Hi, buddy. What's your dog's name?
Her name's Shangela.
Oh, Shangela. Very interesting
Yeah,
name.
she's real spicy.
Okay, I love that in a dog. Okay, let's talk about the show. You both got 4 votes from the judges. Can you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
It was pretty surreal. Performing in front of people like Mel B, like a Spice Girl that I grew up idolizing. So for a Spice Girl,
Me too.
Yeah, who didn't love the Spice Girls? So when we got 4 yes votes, or at least when I did, Mel B was like, "I don't just like you, I love you." I was like, I've reached peak Julia. This is amazing.
Amazing. I love that. Okay, Matt, we're going to take a look from your experience on the show.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Now you're competing against each other.
Yes, I am.
Matt is really good, but
I know.
What if you do better?
Oh, well, good.
Okay, Matt, walk us through what was going through your mind at that point.
Well, I honestly just wanted both of us to do well. I didn't want that car ride home to be like, hey, good thing you did good and I bombed. So thank God we both did well on the show. And also, I've just seen Simon Cowell in real life. You're like, that man's terrifying.
Right.
Knowing his reputation, you're
Yeah,
like,
I was so scared he was gonna be so mean.
Yeah.
he was kind of mean to me. He was almost mean, and then he was nice. Okay. So it was odd, but it was fun.
I think I would be terrified of that point as well. Okay, Julia, let's talk about it. You were born and raised in Ottawa, and you were just featured in Faces magazine. What was it like?
I was. Yeah. That was pretty fun to have a nice spread in a glossy Ottawa magazine.
I love that. And what was your favorite part about growing up in our great city?
Honestly, I know it sounds cliche, but I grew up close to the canal, and I would skate to dance class sometimes, and I used to work at the Rideau Center, and I could rollerblade to work. There was something just like a really nice community vibe about Ottawa, and I love it, and I miss it a lot.
Well, we miss you too. So we want to talk a little bit about your travel comedy podcast that you're starting in the new year called Do Not Recline. Can you give us more details?
Well, we both travel so much, just as comedians, also just as people as well. And I just started doing cruises last year, so I'm on flights going to the Caribbean and all over the world, really. And we all have stupid travel stories, and I think everyone that travels has experienced something stupid. So we're going to interview comedians and people and try to get weird travel stories out of people.
Just talk about our experiences on the road and on planes and in hotels and trains, planes, and automobiles, basically. And we called it Do Not Recline because
Trains, Planes, and Automobiles was copywritten.
Yeah, we couldn't call it that.
Yeah, I think we get sued.
I love that. Okay, so you're in town doing a co-headline show at Laugh Lounge on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. What can people expect from the show?
Oh, well, they can expect fireworks, backflips. No, I mean we're both headlining comedians. We've both been doing it almost 20 years now, and to get two headliners for the price of one, yeah, you can just expect a bunch of laughs.
And also, it's fun because we have jokes about each other, and so whoever goes up second can go. Like when I go up second, I can be like, "Remember she was talking about her stupid mustache husband? That's me.
That's him.
I'm
yeah.
the idiot."
So it's nice to see jokes from like his and her perspective.
Yeah, and I feel like people are like, "Are they going to get divorced after the show?"
And we might.
So come to the show and find out.
You could be witnessing our marriage crumble in real time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of people will want to watch that. And we do want to wrap up this interview with one more clip from America's Got Talent.
This show is so much more important
than our marriage. Yes.
Well, we wish you the best luck. I'm going to start with your first yes.
Yay! Yes, no brainer. Yes, 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 Julia.
3 yes, Julia. Make that 4 yeses.
Incredible. Well, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry about our dog.
Oh, that's all good. We love a live dog barking moment. And just a reminder that tickets are available at laughlounge.ca. And of course, we do want to get to our Therapy Thursday because every year Taylor in Kempville goes all out with thoughtful gifts for her husband. He only ever gets her gift cards for Christmas. So this year she's thinking of getting him a Home Depot gift card and saving herself the effort. Will this payback work? Sophie and Jess discussed this on this week's Therapy Thursday.
I think this is a big mistake.
What's a big mistake?
Giving him a Home Depot gift card.
Okay.
Because I want you to think about, like, you're thinking maybe that this is going to go how you think. He'll be like, oh, and be a bit disappointed and then have some sort of self-reflection. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think what happens if he doesn't notice at all and he's like, okay, cool.
Oh, he's going to love the Home Depot gift card. Yeah, he's going to love it.
And where do you go from there?
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think that you changing the way you're doing things, Taylor, needs to happen. I think that you need to accept that your husband is not good at giving gifts.
Okay.
I think some people really just have a tough time with it. I think some people don't give it as much thought as other people. I think some people don't. It doesn't mean as much as it does to others.
This is what bothers me, though, because I thought you might go there. And what bothers me is it doesn't matter how much it means to you.
Mm-hmm.
It matters how much it means to her.
Yeah, but he might just not be very good at it. So 10-0-30, let us know what you think. Cliff comes in for all the guys out there. It's kind of funny, he says. Men can't read minds, so we have to choose the least worst option in order not to upset you. So what's going to upset you the least, he says? Maybe you were disappointed in a previous gift, like my unfortunate choice of stacking a gift card inside a gift-wrapped wicker garbage can, which was inside of a gift-wrapped wicker hamper. A massive gift under the tree. She was very upset when it got to the gift card. So he says, she told me before that she wanted a wicker set, so I thought it was super sweet. I assumed poorly. It went bad. He's like, it was the worst thing that's ever happened. Also, like, it's a hamper, like a laundry hamper and a garbage can.
Cliff, maybe we ask any woman in your life before you do things for the woman in your life. Ask any other woman.
It's like the worst version of a Russian nesting doll you've ever heard of, ever.
Therapy Thursday is brought to you in part by Focus Forward Health, Ottawa's premier mental health boutique.
From Carol to Table is a fundraising concert for the Ottawa Food Bank, and today we are getting all of the details on how you can take part and, of course, listen in. Joining us this morning, we have Luke and Fred. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Melissa.
I love this concept. Can you tell us a little bit about From Carol to Table?
Well, you know, I was kind of looking what can I do this year to help the Ottawa Food Bank. I always donate, and we had this program that we performed last year for another event, and I said, and people have been asking for it, so I said, let's bring it back, but what name do I give it? Well, Ottawa Food Bank, so tables, so from the ideas, you know, from farm to table, from carols from carol to table. So that's
I
where.
love that. Can you tell us a little bit more about the concert itself?
Yes, so my background was an opera singer. I was a classical singer. I was trained like that, and then with the years, I've started doing many things. So we are going to start the program in the kind of classical music of Christmas, so the Messiah, Christmas Oratorio by Bach, to go into the standards of Christmas.
Wow, and what's the reaction like from the crowd when you guys start singing and playing the piano?
Well, last year was such an event. Like it was fantastic, and people cheering, and there's such a feeling at Christmas, and people are happy, and that's why I love this month. And so, no, every time we do it, people are there's a lot of people coming to see me that never heard me sing, actually, or I don't know them, and there's the discoveries. So I'm excited for that as well, those reactions. So yeah, it'll be fun.
And people can go online for tickets?
Yes, the best way is Google From Carol to Table, put my name, Luc, L-U-C, and you'll see all the links come up, and but yes.
All right, we're getting a sneak peek today. What are you singing for us?
Well, we thought it was apropos. We're going to do White Christmas.
Very perfect for a day like today.
Yes.
We'll let you take it away.
Thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Wow, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And where will you guys be performing?
So it's at Anglican Trinity Church on Bank Street, close to Billings Bridge.
Okay.
And it's a great venue. I love that place. And yes, so it's this Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Tickets are available at the door, but in cash only. So if
Okay.
people want to purchase before, it's better on the website, the Universe site. And yes.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for doing this. This is an incredible performance, and of course, for an incredible cause, and we appreciate it.
Wonderful.
And you can
Thank
head
you.
online for more information. Rosie, over to you.
Coming up, take the stress out of hosting Christmas dinner. Chef Michael Blackie shares his mouth-watering menu for his take-home turkey-plated dinner with us. There he is, working in the CTV Your Morning Delorier kitchen. He's coming up right after the break. We'll be right back. Good morning on your Thursday. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Melissa Lamb.
We're so glad that you could start your day with us. Melissa is here, but Will is away today. We got plenty of snow on the ground, so making some people very happy.
Yeah, ski hills, definitely happy. Winter enthusiasts also happy with all that fresh powder. And kids, my kids were so excited with all the snow yesterday, and I know they're equally as excited today to see that it's still on the ground and there's still lots to play with.
Okay, so we'll talk about the forecast coming up in the next few minutes, but first, We are going to get to your top stories. After a long day of debate, Ottawa City councillors have decided how to spend taxpayer dollars next year. Council passed the budget with a vote of 21-4. Here are the highlights. The 2026 budget includes a 3.75% property tax hike, which would add $166 to the average property tax bill. Councillors approved the transit budget, which includes an 8% increase to the transit levy. Council also voted in favor of the police budget with a 5% increase. For homeowners, water rates and waste services will also be going up. Not much has changed since the draft budget. The major change comes from the transit file. Starting in April, the trains will come more often on weekdays, every 6 minutes between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., and every 7.5 minutes between 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Currently, trains come every 5 minutes during peak hours and every 10 minutes on off-peak hours. Those under 18 will be getting a big break. They will be able to ride for free on weekends, holidays, and during the summer months. Many councillors raising the issue of reliability, calling buses the Achilles heel of the system, questioning if improvements being made are enough.
I think one of the key things right now is patience, which is a really frustrating thing to ask of councillors and to ask of riders. But it is going to take some time to get through, work out the issues here.
Patience. Yeah, it's been 10 years. 3 distinct periods where we've put passengers through hell.
The money for the improvements to LRT frequency and free transit are expected to come from projected fuel savings.
As the cleanup continues from yesterday's snowfall, school buses have been canceled in Eastern Ontario this morning. The buses are still running in Ottawa and Renfrew County, although delays are expected. And just a reminder that schools are all open.
A business owner in Chinatown says he no longer feels safe in the store his family has been running for decades, ever since a Safer Supply clinic opened in the area.
Sometimes they just come in and they grab stuff and they go out, and we cannot do anything. They're quite quick.
Local officials say theft, homelessness, and open drug use has become part of daily life. In a formal complaint sent Monday to the Ontario regulator, the area councillor and MPP, Catherine McKenney, are calling on the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario to investigate the clinic's prescribing volume and broader oversight issues.
There are other clinics that are doing this better, that are doing it more responsibly, that are removing people from the program if they're caught diverting drugs. But this clinic doesn't seem to be responsible or accountable to the community, and enough is enough.
In a statement, New Dawn says its goal is to help patients get off street drugs, reduce overdoses, and save lives, adding safety is a priority. A new medication to treat postpartum depression has been approved by Health Canada. Zuranolone, a pill sold under the brand name Zurzuvae, is now authorized in Canada to relieve symptoms of moderate or severe depression after childbirth. The drug's developer says Zuranolone should be taken once a day for 2 weeks. It will be available in Canada early next year, but governments and insurers still need to determine coverage. The drug has also been authorized in the U.S. and Europe. A major historic discovery in England. Archaeologists say they have proof that humans built and controlled fires 350,000 years earlier than previously thought. Shattered flint axes and 2 pieces of stone were found at a site and most likely used by Neanderthals. That little piece looks like rock, but it was actually a tool. That is fascinating stuff. Okay, we got to take a look now at your forecast. For that, we send it over to Melissa.
Everybody wants to know, is there more snow on the way? And yes, we could definitely see more snow on the way into your day ahead. Right now, we did see some light scattered flurries early this morning, but periods of light snow still possible until about 4 p.m. And we could add another 2 centimeters onto the 12 centimeters that we already have seen. So as of 6 a.m., we have seen 12 centimeters. Could see another 2 in the forecast for today. Currently seeing a little bit of a break from that snow. Light flurries possible into the afternoon as well. Overnight tonight, we are expecting this system to clear out. Now, on top of all this snow, we're expecting some stronger winds today. Winds gusting out of the west, 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. So the yellow and orange on your screen, that's when we're dealing with these more intense wind gusts. It will start to die down later on into your evening hours. Currently, minus 12 does still feel like minus 23 with that wind chill. So a cold start to your Thursday morning and chilly across the region. Minus 12 in Kingston, minus 13 in Trenton. Out in Montreal, sitting at minus 9. Daytime highs today is minus 9. So we're not going to warm up too much from where we're already sitting. And will still feel closer to minus 20 into your afternoon. So a colder Thursday forecast for us. Minus 7 down in Trenton for today. Minus 10 out in the valley. Over the next 7 days, a real mixture of everything. We could still add another 2 centimeters of snow throughout the day ahead. Minus 14 is the low tonight, so chilly into the overnight. Tomorrow is some sunshine for our food drive. Of course, we want you to come and visit us here at 87 George Street from 6 until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Mix of sun and cloud, a high of minus 5, so some perfect conditions into your Friday. The weekend, some flurries possible for Saturday and Sunday. Not so bad temperature-wise Saturday, but then cold Sunday in through Monday.
Weather brought to you by Yeckendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
All that snow leading to a ton of collisions out there this morning. Vanier Parkway traffic disruptions at St. Patrick. Innis Road at Bantry, there's a collision. Blackburn Hamlet bypass at Navan Road. We also have another collision. Leitrim Road at Ramseyville Road. And of course, slippery road conditions across the city, east to west, north to south. Give yourself some extra time on your destination. Still seeing heavy slowdowns on your Queensway this hour. Of course, if you're stressing over Christmas dinner because you are hosting this year and want to take that stress out of your Christmas dinner but still want some delicious food, don't worry, our friends at Next have you covered. Chef Michael Blackie is here to tell us more about this delicious service, and by the looks of the food, this is top-notch quality. I mean, if I served this at Christmas dinner, my guests would be super excited.
It's a different approach, you know.
Love that.
Lots of places around the city are doing whole roasted turkeys.
Yeah.
We did that all the way up to 2019. Pandemic came, saw everybody started doing that because it was all lockdown time, and we just flipped it up. I said, you know what? Why don't we take what we do in the restaurant and actually apply it at home at Christmas?
Okay.
So what you see before you here
is what you will be serving.
For one person, 5 plates.
Amazing. That's so incredible.
The order's for 5.
Okay.
So that's 25 dishes.
Amazing.
We do that for $200 plus tax.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just an incredible value. Absolutely. And it's incredible diversity that you have going on down here.
And I mean, you could kind of pretend that you did it because you have a little video tutorial that comes with each plate, right? Explaining it.
Yeah, like you set the video up, you get the food delivered or picked up to the house, and then you can literally play each course, pause it, stop, eat, and then repeat and go to the next course. Get Uncle Terry involved.
Yeah.
Get Auntie Sue up on the counter and she's having a meltdown in the kitchen, or maybe she's just enjoying a glass of wine and having fun.
The only problem is you're going to be asked to serve Christmas year after year after year if you serve this kind of delicious food. Okay, tell me what is in the menu, because this looks beautiful.
Curcumin, first press olive oil, Lebanese, done with labneh, roasted beets, sweet potato, little fry, and then some parsley and chive on top. Just a delicious way to start it off. Forget about butter. Labneh every day of the week.
Labneh, okay. Moving on to
Malaysian laksa, a Malaysian coconut soup. So laksas are very, very popular there. A little crispy wonton. Pulled turkey in there. So we're incorporating turkey in pretty much every course except for the bread and the dessert.
Just a little differently.
Yeah. Cool. And then slide into a little compost salad of this one here. We got duck confit in here, and this is done with roasted carrots, pearl onions, a little crumbled feta, little black rice pilaf going on in there.
I can see
ancient
that.
greens, ancient grains, yeah.
And a little goat cheese. Is that goat cheese or feta?
It's feta.
It's feta.
Hickory smoked feta.
Feta crumble on the top.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the main course.
Ballantine of turkey. So instead of you getting that full-on tryptophan effect, we're going to get you with so many effects going on. This is stuffed with the stuffing, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, our mashed potatoes, world-renowned. I'm going that
Okay.
far this morning.
I love it. I
They're
love
just
it.
mashed potatoes done with duck fat.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, we sell a lot of duck confit, and when you make a lot of duck confit, you generate a lot of fat.
So you're using the leftovers, which is brilliant.
It's delicious.
Okay, does it make it more creamy or just like the flavor?
It just makes it sinful, but it does give a
Okay.
full body flavor because the
Ooh.
duck gets a little roast action going on in there.
Oh my
Little green beans with some sauteed shallots on the side.
Okay, I love it. And
And
last but not least,
a
you
little-
haven't forgot about dessert.
Yes, rhubarb and apple crumble with toasted oats. We're doing a little espresso crema, basically an ice cream. And then
Wow.
on top we have some freeze-dried raspberry, dragon fruit that is with a little bit of meringue crumble on the top to finish it. I mean, 5 of these dishes delivered to your home. You have me every step of the way. It's no better time to get on the phone or head to nextfood.ca to
And
book.
it's stress-free, which I love. So you're taking all that stress out of it. What am I going to serve? How am I going to serve it?
Mhm.
Oh no, is my turkey cooked? Oh no, did I dry out my turkey? You have it all done for us.
Yeah.
How can people get in on this? Because you only have so many available.
Yeah, so we just passed the 200 mark. Last year we did 240. I'm
Okay.
anticipating probably hitting almost the 300 mark.
Yeah.
Look, it's the 11th today.
Yes.
The clock will run out when I look at it and go, okay, the kitchen's empty, people. I have no more food. That's
Right.
it. So you really need to jump on this. And just so everybody's aware, we're doing this from the 24th all the way through to the 26th.
Oh, great.
So the options that are available to you, if you've already planned something for Christmas Day, this could be a Boxing Day celebration.
I love that. Or sometimes you host 2 Christmas dinners, like you're going to one day and then you're hosting one the next day. This takes all the guesswork out, all the stress out of it as well. So you're doing 3 different days for delivery or pickup.
Or pickup, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. And people just head to the website for more info?
Head to the website. It's very automatic. You just go in there. You can look at the video
Yeah.
first. If you're kind of hesitant about the action,
Being like,
how
"Can I
much
do
work
this?"
do I need to do here? Everything is portion cut, ready in containers. The
Incredible.
box comes to the house. You
Oh.
get the full menu. There's the menu, people.
I
just
love
check
it.
it all out.
And also New Year's Eve, you're doing a New Year's Eve at Next as well, really quickly.
We do a New Year's Eve gala. Not a lot of people do galas anymore.
Cool.
And I've been doing galas, oh my gosh, going all the way back to my Brook Street days. And this is a full on. We have DJ Slim in the house. Oh, I got the wrong one here. This is $165 per person. You get a flute of Prosecco. You get a 7-course plated menu. You get 2 premium cocktails, plus the flute of Prosecco to end the night. Party dance your night away
I love it.
on New Year's Eve. Bring in 2026 or have it at home, $90 per person. Your choice.
Amazing. All right, so many different options. Thank you so much, Chef Michael Blackie, for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Nextfood.ca for more information. And of course, if you know of a guest for us in our Morning Kitchen segment, we would love to hear from you. Email us, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Here's a live look at our Centennial Glass Skycam this morning. It's a beautiful, snowy day in the nation's capital. Look at how that snow looks crisp and white. It makes our city look like a beautiful snow globe.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Tomorrow night, step into the magic of the season as the arena at Canadian Tire Centre is transformed into a Lacksmith's Wonderland. Get ready for a night where the holiday spirit meets Canadian competition as your Ottawa Black Bears take on the Saskatchewan Rush. And don't forget to bring a teddy bear and be ready to throw it on the turf in support of CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain. Tickets at ottawablackbears.com. Next on today's list is the Magic of Lights, proudly presented by CTV and Move 100. This is a 2-kilometer drive-through with over 2 million lights, including Ontario's largest light tunnel. It's in support of CHEO and a great one to bring the family to or to check out for a date night. Grab a hot drink on the way and go have some fun. Last on the list today is the Swift Miss Market and Taylor Swift docuseries Watch Party in Greeley at the Orchard View Event Center. Check it out for Taylor-themed gift ideas or bring the Taylor fan in your life out for a super fun outing. This is happening Saturday and features dozens of local vendors, including food and drinks. As usual, lots more happening around the capital this weekend. For the full list and all the details, check ctvottawa.ca/weekenders. For the iHeartRadio Weekenders, I'm Tania Taylor. Have a great one.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Oh, it's time to do some shopping. The Originals Christmas Craft Market is a one-of-a-kind handmade marketplace, and it is back at the EY Center to help you finish up all your holiday shopping. And joining me now are 3 super talented artists taking part in the craft sale this year. We're so excited to have each and every one of you on here. I've got Tammy Grigot, Danielle Passelin, Diagonal, and Alicia Emerson. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Why don't I start with you, Tammy?
Yes.
Let's talk about the Originals Christmas craft sale. What can we expect at the EY Center?
Well, with there being over 200 vendors, artists, makers, crafters, whatever category you feel you fit into, being the 51st year, we're well established in Ottawa. And it's been an absolute charm to be there.
Oh, amazing. You know that you're getting something unique.
Very.
You walk in, you just go to any one of the artisans, and you go, okay, yeah, what do you have? And it's something unique. What do you have here?
What do I have?
Speaking of unique.
I have, for the last 20 years or so, 10 years in business, I have been making Canadian socks, Canadian made, wool blend socks.
Okay.
Except for this guy, of course, who's a blanket. Into collectibles. And I think my largest collector has 12 now.
Yeah.
And it's something that definitely has been leaning more towards adults buying for other adults.
Yeah.
Long-term care facilities, kids, obviously. And being that they're all made from one sock, I use as many pieces as I can to develop each individual one.
It doesn't surprise me, adults giving it to other adults, because as soon as I walked up, I went, oh, this is nice. I just want to hold on to it, rub it, maybe put it on my lap or put it beside me and enjoy
There's a
it.
magic in it.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Tammy.
much.
I got to move on. Okay, I'm talking handbags here with Danielle. Comment ça va? How are you?
Thank you very much. Very well.
Oh, my
Hello,
goodness.
everyone.
Okay, this is beautiful. Tell me about your what you do here.
This is a purse, like a regular purse, so it's all leather. You wear as a purse like this.
Wait a minute. No. You gotta let me try this on
try
here.
it on you. That's nice, but this one can be converted as a backpack too.
Really?
You just pull, you see? You
Let me
pull.
see. Oh,
and
no
you
way.
switch as a backpack.
Oh, that's nice.
Adjust the length.
And this is nice
This
too.
is a regular purse, you know, like
I love the
crossbody.
color. I love the. Oh, and you can go crossbody as well.
Adjust the length, and I use like a print leather, very soft and
Very
easy
soft.
to care.
I love the brown trim that you add on here. This is a beautiful detail.
I always mixed the color. Those are print leather. They're very easy to clean.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I also have smooth leather.
You know what, Danielle?
Yes?
You can never have enough handbags.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I have over than 40 shapes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is an easy one if you're going out,
everywhere,
rocking and rolling. You've got that. You get put your little items in there. So you're going to be at the EY Center.
Yeah, I'm there since 25 years.
No way.
I started really young.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What beautiful attention to detail. These are gorgeous.
Thank you
so much. I could stay here with both of you and Tammy all day long, but I got to move on.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
got one more. We're talking pottery. Good morning to you, Alicia. Handmade.
Yes.
So you know what that means? Each one of a kind, essentially. What do you
Exactly.
have for us here?
So this year I did a Christmas collection. So I have my candy cane mugs.
Yes.
I have gingerbread and a tree mug. I have my handmade ornaments and some Christmas lanterns. So this is kind of my seasonal. And then this is my standard everyday bow mugs are always most popular.
Yes.
And then some ones with stencils on them. And then just like a regular classic mug. I kind of try and cater to everybody.
Oh, I just picture like it's such a romantic thing to be at the wheel, spinning the clay.
It has its moments. It has its moments.
I think of Ghost with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze kind of thing. But it's wonderful. It's beautiful. So you're going to be at the EY Center. What's it like when you're there?
It's wonderful.
So
it
festive,
is,
right?
It really is. The decor and the Christmas spirit is definitely alive.
Your items are amazing. Each and every one of you. Alicia, Danielle, Tammy, thank you so much for coming by. These one-of-a-kind items are just beautiful. Loving it all. EY Center starting today, December 10th. Originalsshow.ca if you want any more information. You guys are awesome.
Amazing.
Melissa.
Well, Ottawa, get ready to jingle and glow. We're giving the chance to win an amazing gift basket valued at $150, plus a Supreme Day package at Holt Spa. This timeless classic includes a European facial, aromatherapy massage, signature manicure and pedicure, and so much more. It's the ultimate relaxation experience, courtesy of Holt Spa. Enter now our contest page at ctvottawa.ca. And here's a live look at our Skycam on George Street this morning. It's a magical start to your day with all that fresh snow. 12 centimeters is what we've seen. We could see another 2 on the way into the day ahead. That's all from us here for our Thursday show, but we do want to remind you that tomorrow is our food drive. We are, of course, working along with the Ottawa Food Bank to get so many non-perishable items and raise money for the food bank. We know it's a time that they are in desperate need of funds and food. We'll be outside broadcasting live from 6 until 9 a.m.
It's going to be a wonderful time. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you here tomorrow morning with that non-perishable food item. We'll see you then. Take good care.